Hey, what's going on, Premium Chasers? In today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my 5 favorite wheel strategy stocks that you've probably never even considered running the wheel strategy on. Without further ado, let's go over the shoulder. All right, guys, and before we get started, don't forget one lucky commenter down below will win a free option strategy call with me down below. Oh, guys, these calls have been so fun. They've been so fun. I love the direction our community here is going. Like, for real, like the conversations have been awesome. And like I'm learning so much too. So like, please, if you haven't like joined our free Facebook group or subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe. But let's cut to the chase. So why you've clicked this video, right? You want to see some of my best wheel strategy stocks. Now, I think I'm gonna leave you something here with way more important than some of my my wheel strategy ideas and stocks that somebody's probably never told you about, and you've probably watched different kind of like wheel strategy videos and selling options videos. And I'm going to go over a bunch of these stocks that I love doing this on. But I think the big thing here for you to understand is which ones work best for you. Okay, and your personal experiences. So, for example, here's the first one that I love doing the wheel strategy on is Cisco Systems. You know, I come from an IT background. I graduated with an IT degree and worked in IT for a little bit post college, and this was always something that I had a big interest in on the networking side of things. And, you know, I quickly realized, especially when I started getting into trading, is like trading doesn't exist without networking companies. Like, it's as simple as that. So Cisco obviously is like the biggest one out there. And it's a fantastic company, guys. I mean, you know, decent dividend as well. So it fits into our quad option strategy fairly nicely. You know, right now it is on a bit of a tear. If we take a look at any kind of setups happening, so it's covered call time right now. We're towards the top of the Bollinger Band. You know, we're way past that 200-day moving average right now. We're being heavily overbought right now with the 74 RSI. If any of this sounds foreign to you, this is definitely more of like, I'm gonna assume you know what the wheel strategy is if you're looking for stocks to trade the wheel strategy on. But if you're a complete beginner and you're like, what the heck are you talking about, Pete? I have a playlist here on YouTube. It'll be in the description. Click it. It's a full playlist. I put all of like the beginner guides to, you know, learning the wheel strategy and selling options, which I believe and I think we all know is the best way to trade options. Okay. So right now we can see the setup for Cisco at least is definitely covered call time. So we will see about that tomorrow once the actual market opens. The next company, Arista, guys. Arista Networks, man, this company, man, I have a lot of belief in. I can't get in, so whatever. Like, I used to work at a high frequency trading company back in like my previous life, post college for like about a year. Maybe a little bit longer, but I was just an IT guy. I wasn't like a high frequency trader or anything like that. But one thing I realized, and that's kind of where I got into trading. Really, I was like, dude, all these dudes make a ton of money. Like, it's ridiculous. And like, they love the art of it. Like, that's all they care. They weren't like these pretentious dudes, and they weren't like wearing suits. Like, you could wear whatever you wanted to work there, right? They'd give you breakfast, lunch, dinner, right? There was golf simulators, there was video game rooms, there was poker rooms. Like, this company was notorious for hiring people from the World Series of Poker. And I realized something like so key during my time there. And I'm really grateful for my experience there, even though I wasn't a trader, but just being surrounded by these insanely smart people, dude. It was like super inspiring. And a free breakfast, lunch, and dinner was pretty nice. Free food, very nice. And getting whatever to wear to work is pretty nice. But one thing I realized there at that time is like, and you don't think about it, I guess, really, but like, dude, like everything they did was a program. It was like, that's what was being traded. It was programs, like algorithms traded it. It wasn't like, dude, Wall Street doesn't exist. There isn't these dudes in suits like calling like whatever. Like, we all know that, right? But like, it's all these like dudes that like are just like super freaking smart that are like programming these algorithms to do XYZ. Now, what does that have to fall on, right? It falls on the network, right? And I was like on like the networking team, like IT team there. So like, the infrastructure, you know, was all built on like Cisco and Arista, right? Like all of that stuff was being built on these companies. So like, in my head, I'm like, okay, trading doesn't work if like the market doesn't work without Arista. It just doesn't work. It will not work. Like, right? Like, these are the companies that the entire stock market is built on. So to me, these are companies that I love. They're absolute companies I love. All right. And I've been trading them for a long time. I wish I was able to trade Arista when it actually IPO'd, but I had absolutely no money. And it was actually, I did talk about this in our private community a little bit. And, it's funny because when I was working here, I believe they were IPOing and I had no money at that time anyway, to do it, but it just blew up, man, this company. And like everybody knew it. Like everybody knew Arista was going to blow up because everything is built on Arista, right? Like the whole everything is built on Cisco and Arista, right? So again, there's really there's kind of a play here. If I can get into some cash secure puts at this 200-day moving average or under, like I would love to do 90. I mean, that would be a blessing. But again, great company, another one of my favorite wheeling ones. Next one is Palo Alto Networks. Okay, you're now getting into the security side of things. So like all of these let's do a little stop. Do you see how I'm passionate about this? You see how I'm passionate about these companies? I have a story about these companies that I'm talking to you about. That's what you need. I have conviction. I have very deep conviction in this market. Now, just because I'm some dude on the internet telling you that he has conviction in these companies does not mean you go out there and you're like, oh my God, I'm Cisco, I'm Team Arista, like I'm Team Palo. No. You can really think about the products that you use on a daily basis. Maybe you work at a company and they're, using some software, right? Like start thinking about your day-to-day life and build conviction around your portfolio. And that's where beautiful things starts to really happen because and I've mentioned this before, you grow this weird connection with these companies where you feel like you know what's going to happen next. I can't explain it. It's like a flow state. Like I've talked about it sometimes. It's like you've seen this before. Like again, nobody knows if the fucking stock market's going to go up or down. Like nobody knows that shit, right? But like you kind of grow this pulse where it's like you feel like you've seen this before, and it's like the second sense. Like I got a gut feeling, whatever you want to call it, right? And like that's for me. That's like IT stuff, right? Like IT products, right? Because I was in this for a little bit post college, right? So I saw some of the greatest companies. Well, I'm not going to say greatest companies, but one of the best high frequency trading company probably on the planet using these products. And that's where my convictions start to really build, especially when I stopped working there and actually started making money because I was doing my own businesses and stuff. But like, that's when I got into trading. I was like, oh shit, like I know, like they're using all those products. So I use that information. Years later, unfortunately, a lot of these companies blew up after that fact, but still, like I used information from my past experiences to build my portfolio, my positions, right? And same thing goes for you. Like what are some of those companies for you? Like what are maybe there's some experiences and I'm telling you, you're going to have a lot more success, dude. Like you're smart. Dude, you click this video, you're smart. Like you're a smart person, you're an investor, right? So like remember, like don't just blindly follow people on X that tell you, oh, get into this leveraged ETF play or whatever. Dude, no. Like build a portfolio that like you genuinely like have so much passion and conviction about each and every single company in there. I'm not saying don't do some crazy stupid things sometimes. We all do some crazy stupid things sometimes. But have a conviction, right? So Palo Alto is more on the security side of things. At least that's from my experiences with Palo Alto. Let's take a look. How are they doing? I haven't actually done anything on Palo, so covered call time. Maybe we'll see on market open tomorrow. I mean, it's killing it, man. Let's take a quick look. I actually haven't even looked at the cash flow in a long time. So I love looking at cash flow, guys. Oh, that's why. Look at this. They insane earnings. Insane recent earnings. So they're running. Look at this. Crazy. So as far as like, I do mention this a few videos, guys, is for financials. Dude, like there's only one financial I care about. Now we can go and look at like revenue. Is revenue growing? Okay, cool. Revenue is growing. Okay, let's take a look at some of the, net income. Like, and we can look at some of, okay, cool. Like we, of course, do your due diligence and do that. But at the end of the day, a lot of that stuff can be faked. At the end of the day, bro, like free cash flow is king. Like that's literally the only, that's to me is like the only thing that matters unless it's like a really growth stock where they're losing a whole bunch of money and like the bet is just like profitability, right? In the future profits. So like you could see, Arista, it's wild. It's just so good company. Wait, let's go take a look real quick on Arista. See, the thing is like I believe in these companies so much I don't even care. Oh my gosh. Damn it. See, this is where I'm like, I missed out on this, right? On this play for sure. Man, they just came back angry on that on that one. Cisco's more like the old dog, right, so to speak. Cisco in terms of like networking, but come on now. Interesting. Not the best earnings here. I just want to quickly look at something real quick. Sorry, guys. You know I do these live, so interesting. Not the best earnings, but all right, whatever. I got to look at that later. Join our Facebook group. I'll probably go. I'm going to research a little bit more on Cisco and see what's going on there. All right. So next one. Those are like my three favorite like my industry like that I have experience with in the past that I like to look at. Okay. Now here's a couple others that I also have conviction on from like other experiences that I've had as well. Right. And the next one is Block, XYZ. Okay. This is, guys, slept on. Absolutely slept on company. The premiums are absolutely insane on this company. There's a little bit like it's actually less on the hype side of it. But like, dude, this company, I mean, it is still like kind of like losing money. I mean, it's still like it's a growth company, right? But man, like I think this company is slept on by a ton of investors. Still, it's kind of like lost its hype. But you if you were probably on like X and stuff like when it was like really popping off, like you saw everybody was talking on, then they just moved on. Right now, for me at least with Block, I do think the earnings kind of sucked recently. So like for me, I'm just trying to get back, like build my position back around, like, cause I was more so in it in like the 60 range. So I kind of want to be like in it as well around that point. So it's kind of shocking, like even with crappy earnings that they still are like at this rate. Just shows you how this market's just insane, or just how much belief is in the company right now. But I would want to start building my position if it can definitely below, the 200-day moving average of $74 and start building it more under 70, because that's where I'm at currently. I think these levels are still a little bit crazy for the earnings that we are actually seeing from this company, but long term, I'm a believer in this company. And this is my last one. It is T-Rowe. Say what you will. I love doing this company because it has a great dividend on it. It has just about a 5% dividend. So if you don't know, I like to do the quad option strategy. So basically, I'm collecting premiums on the cash secured puts. I'm collecting premiums on the covered calls. If I end up having to hold my shares for a long time, right, I'm collecting dividends from it. And trust me, I've been stuck holding T-Rowe for a long time, but I'm selling covered calls against my T-Rowe, and I'm collecting dividend with my T-Rowe as well. And then if I ever sell my company, I'm making the appreciation sale, right? So I'm making money in 4 different ways off of T-Rowe here. Okay. Taking a look at the chart, we're actually at decent levels here. I was about to say, again, this is one of those companies I've been trading for so long now, probably since the start, or just about the start of my options selling journey. And you could see 107. It's towards the bottom of the Bollinger Band, and way oversold pretty heavily here at 33 RSI. So this is going to be a company I'm going to have to take a look at. I might announce that I will be doing some cash secured puts on it. I do all of my announcements in like pre-market plays or pre-market premiums. I got to call it something cool. But I do post that inside the Facebook group, which the link will be down below. It's a really cool community, guys. Go in there, share your premium, share your wins. Everybody's in there sharing their wins, answering questions, and just creating a non-toxic environment. That's all I ask. Just don't be toxic. If you're toxic, this isn't the community for you. We're all here to learn and grow together. But guys, I hope you enjoyed these. If I missed any, let me know some of your favorite stocks down below. I definitely would love to take a look at them, potentially even feature them here on the channel. And if you like this sort of stuff, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget, for that comment, you could potentially win a free option strategy call with me, and all the links will be down below in the description of today's video. And guys, remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I will see you tomorrow.